as far Happy New Year. I had an amazing, amazing New Year with my family, and it was just the best end of the year, and I'm really, really excited about 2026. But the big announcement that I want to make, and we've been working on this for a while. It's been probably 4 months that we've been talking about doing this and bringing this all together. There's a lot of content that we've been working on, training for you guys, a lot of systems. And we decided that U90X and the Wellness Revolution is going to come together as one and start training you guys. Now, there might be some separate stuff that we do with our teams if you guys, the later calls that they do, but we're going to have calls together. And then the goal of this is to also bring other leaders. So, other people that are on this call, we want to bring you into these training calls and actually give you a platform to come on and train the rest of the team as well. But Juan Carlos and Esteban and also Kyle Kimbrough, which is my upline, is coming in to this as well. So you're going to get four different perspectives every single week. And we want to bring the best to you to try to help you grow your business as fast as possible with as quality as possible. And you guys work with Esteban and Juan Carlos. And the ones that work with us that don't, I'm telling you, Juan Carlos and Esteban, they've been in this industry for a very, very long time. They know what they're doing. They're very good at what they do. But not only they're very good at what they do, they're very passionate about what they do. And I believe their biggest passion, you guys, if you guys don't know this, or the ones that are on our team, is they love to help people improve and get better. That's their whole life. Every business that they create centers around improving people's lives. And that's why I wanted to partner with him because I believe in the same thing. The beautiful thing about this business is that every single person that you invite into this business or every customer that buys this product from you, what we are truly doing is helping people either live a healthier life or being able to give them an opportunity to create more wealth in their life. And so that's why we partnered. And so what we've decided, obviously, we're going to have a platform for you guys, a school platform, a website that you guys can use our website, their website, whatever you want. We're going to have plenty, plenty of resources for you guys, as well as Monday nights, we're going to do onboarding calls. Okay. And those are going to be at 6 o'clock on Mondays. And on those onboarding calls, those are for all the people that come into the business that are new to give them an edge so that they know exactly what they need to do to start this business. Okay. And then on that Monday call, we're going to be talking about inviting them to an opportunity call that we're going to do every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. So we want to make sure that tomorrow night we're having our first joint opportunity call. It's going to be in Spanish, but every call that we have will have English and Spanish interpretation. Every call. It's going to be recorded in both English and Spanish, so you could share it out if someone speaks English that you know and you can't really talk to them that well. You can invite them to the call and they're going to hear the call in English. You can also send the calls out to them. We're going to share them in all the chats the next day or that night. We'll share all the recordings. This call will be recorded. We'll send it to you. You can share it out to your teammates that didn't show up to the call, didn't hear this announcement. You're going to be able to share those calls. So Tuesday nights at 7 is an opportunity call. Wednesdays at 7 o'clock is going to be a testimonial and a Q&A. So if you guys got questions about the business, we're going to have 30 minutes for Q&A and 30 minutes for testimonials. I would advise for you to jump on those calls and just listen to them if you're in the business, because what those calls do for me is Justin, just put these on mute and mute them, please. What those calls do for me is when I start to lose a little belief about this business or about the device working, those calls remind me of how many people this is helping. All right. And then at 8 o'clock, Juan Carlos and Esteban have their doctor call that they have every single week. That's going to continue. So you guys can join that call, listen to those doctors. That's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Thursdays at 12 noon, we're going to have a training call every single week on different topics. It could be about the business. It could be about mindset. It could be about the different things that we're training you guys on. Just to give you a sneak peek of what we're going to be bringing into this new year. We have created a 20-day onboarding system that is going to be on the website that literally when someone joins, day one, we have the 15 minutes of things that they need to do to start their business and launch their business. They're all links. You go through, spend 15 minutes on day one. By the end of day 20, They have all the information that they need, and they have already started to talking to people and building their business. So Juan Carlos, Esteban, and myself and Kyle has created a system in 2026 that's going to be the 2-10-1 system. And that system is you just need to talk to two people every single day. It's 20 minutes of your time, two people every single day, 10 people a week, and you will close one person a week. Those are the numbers, 10%. If you do that for an entire year until next year, this same date, you should have 52 people in your business. If we duplicate this system with everyone that you bring in a year, you should have your income between $6,000 and $8,000 a week. The reason we created this is because one person a week is a win. 9 people saying no, most people focus on the 9 that say no, not the 1 that says yes. Those 9 that say no are follow-ups. Those are just in your pipeline. So we want to teach you this year how to use this business psychologically and how to build a business without getting discouraged throughout the year. All right, so that's just a sneak peek of some of the stuff that we're going to be bringing to you guys as a team. I am really, really excited to work with all of you. I'm really excited to build this business with you. I'm really excited to meet all of you. And I'm really, really excited to work with Kyle, Esteban, Juan Carlos, and do something that has never been done in this industry before. You guys, we have a device in our hands that literally changes people's lives. It can also change their life from a wealth standpoint. We need to make sure that we understand what we have in our hands and make this our social responsibility to share this with every single person that we come in contact with. We can all talk to two people every single day. Even if you're part-time, you can talk to two people. But you have to be very, very intentional about making sure that you're talking to those two people 5 days a week. And you will build 52 people in your organization, maybe more. You might be more advanced than that. But for every single person coming in this business, if we can duplicate that model, we are going to build something that has never been built before. And so thank you guys so much for the opportunity to work with you and so much to work with Juan and Esteban and trusting them. And I just can't wait to see what we can do this year. This year will fly by so fast. I mean, this year at Christmas time, were you not saying to yourself, it felt like Christmas was just a few days ago? That's how fast this year is going to move. And if we just talk to two people every single day, at the end of this year, every single person's life on this call can be changed. And understand this, you guys. Somebody making $2,000, $1,500 a month is life changing. And how we can make that happen is just teach them this simple system. All you got to do is talk to two people. Now, if you go to the wellnessrev.org site, you'll see the 20-day plan. If you haven't gone through this onboarding, go do it yourself, but make sure you're helping people go through this plan so they have the tools. And the reason we built this, you guys, is duplication. We want you to be able to build a business without having to be in it with every single person. We want them to have the tools that they need to be successful as fast as they possibly can, because that's where people get engaged. So thank you again, Juan Carlos. I know you have some things you want to say as well, but I am just so excited about 2026 and beyond and working with you guys. So thank you for the opportunity and thanks for saying yes to working together.
Al contrario, mi querido Jay, dime si estás entendiendo lo que digo. A ver, quiero ver que mueves la cabeza, mi querido Jay. Ah, muy bien, sí funciona la traducción, también de ida y de vuelta. Había que checarlo todo. Muy buenas noches a todos, ¿cómo están? Feliz inicio de año. Quiero decirles algo verdaderamente increíble. Cuando nosotros llegamos hace poquito más de un año y 2 o 3 meses a esta comunidad, recuerdo que uno cuando encuentra esta tecnología le cambia la vida, le explota la cabeza, quieres saberlo todo, quieres conocerlo todo y te pones a buscar quién ha creado videos, de quién puedes aprender y encontré un video de este muchachito que están viendo ahí en la pantalla que se llama Jay Atkins. Fue el primer video que vi que me gustó muchísimo. que me hizo sentido. Escuché a alguien preparado, escuché a un empresario, escuché a alguien con una visión completamente como a mí me gusta, alguien que veía esto como el negocio multimillonario que yo había estado buscando toda mi vida y no alguien que lo veía como únicamente una venta de parches. Entonces recuerdo que lo vi, lo empecé a seguir, lo empecé a escuchar y bueno, tiempo después tuvimos la oportunidad de conocernos, prácticamente hace un año nos conocimos en Destin. La verdad es que cualquiera que conoce a Jay queda verdaderamente sorprendido de la maravillosa persona que es muy abierto, es alguien que te hace sentir como en casa. A Esteban y a mí nos hizo sentir bienvenidos, nos hizo sentir en familia, nos hizo sentir en casa desde el día uno. Desde entonces tenemos una extraordinaria relación con él y esta idea de unir a los equipos la hemos venido, como bien dice Jay, trabajando. Pues ya hemos venido platicando de ella durante ya varios meses y finalmente, ahora que se dio el evento en Anaheim. A partir de ahí dijimos, bueno, hagamos que en el 2026 suceda algo que es muy difícil que lo hagan los equipos o que prácticamente nadie lo había hecho en la industria del mercado en red, porque yo llevo prácticamente 19 años en esta maravillosa profesión. Y a mí no me había tocado ver que equipos latinos con un equipo americano, ambos equipos bastante grandes, bastante consolidados, unan fuerzas, se junten a trabajar y bueno, esto hoy es posible gracias a la magia de la tecnología. Yo siempre se los digo, algo como esto antes hubiera sido imposible, pero hoy gracias a que tenemos a Evelyn,
Ok.
una traductora simultánea, hoy podemos estar transmitiendo ideas, principios, proyectos, negocios, filosofías, emociones. Podemos transmitir emociones todos los días gracias al Zoom. Los americanos pueden escuchar las emociones, cómo nos corre la sangre a los latinos, cómo hablamos, cómo nos prendemos, cómo nos emocionamos, lo que mueve nuestro corazón. Y eso a ellos les va a dar, les va a enseñar una nueva manera de trabajar y nosotros necesitamos aprender también muchísimo de ellos, porque yo siempre les digo que hay algo que hay que admirar enormemente de los Estados Unidos y de los americanos
Sí,
y es
sí.
que son sistemáticos, son ordenados. Ellos trabajan menos con el corazón que nosotros, pero trabajan mucho más con la mente, con la mentalidad, mucho más orden, son capaces de seguir instrucciones a largo plazo y los latinos siempre decimos, pero si a mi manera también funciona. Tal vez si me voy por este camino también llego. Y ellos son mucho más ordenados y por eso tienen el país y la economía que tienen. Así es que yo lo único que les puedo decir es que así como Jay, así como Kyle, Esteban y yo estamos verdaderamente emocionados de esto, no solamente porque tenemos una relación extraordinaria con ellos, sabemos de su capacidad, sabemos de su liderazgo, sabemos de su experiencia, sabemos de sus resultados. Porque acuérdense que mucha gente en esta profesión habla de experiencia, etcétera, etcétera, pero los números son los que hablan y estos hombres tienen números extraordinarios en este negocio y en prácticamente todos los demás negocios que tienen. Tienen una mentalidad muy parecida a la nuestra. Así es que estamos igualmente emocionados y yo quiero que ustedes sueñen en grande, confíen en nosotros, confíen en lo que hemos hecho, confíen en lo que ellos han hecho. Ahora imaginen la fuerza de lo que nosotros como latinos hemos hecho y sabemos hacer y ellos como americanos, los dos con experiencia, los dos con resultados, todos poniendo lo mejor que tenemos combinado. Creo que esto puede ser algo que nunca se haya visto en la historia del network marketing. Tenemos la tecnología para que lo sea, tenemos la empresa para que lo sea, tenemos un plan de compensación preparado para los próximos 20 años y ser una compañía que facture miles de millones de dólares. Así es que bueno, pues van de nuevo, ya tenemos nuevos sistemas, tenemos nuevos horarios. Hay gente que me está preguntando, oye, ¿qué va a pasar con nuestras presentaciones en los horarios que las teníamos? Sencillamente ahora va a haber más opciones. Nosotros seguiremos teniendo actividad en los horarios más pegados hacia la noche, un poco más tarde, y vamos a tener también la actividad con todo el equipo de Wellness Revolution, que es un poco más temprano. Y como bien dijo Jay, también vamos a tener actividad algunos días a mediodía, para que las personas que no pueden en la noche se conecten a mediodía. Con esto le estamos dando más recursos, más herramientas, más horarios y aprender de diferentes líderes con diferentes visiones, con diferentes posturas, y esto nos enriquece a todos. Es importante entender que en esta profesión, se los digo siempre, nadie, absolutamente nadie, tiene la verdad absoluta. Aprender de diferentes personas es una de las cosas más maravillosas y enriquecedoras que puede tener un ser humano en esta profesión o en cualquier otra profesión. Así es que, pues por mi parte, no hay mucho más que decir. Vamos a estarles pasando siempre, yo creo que el fin de semana, todos los fines de semana estaremos pasando, como bien dijo Jay, toda la agenda de la semana para que ustedes puedan ver qué hay, a qué hora hay, qué tipo de entrenamiento, qué persona va a dar el entrenamiento, qué persona va a dar la presentación, de tal manera que todo el mundo sepa a dónde puede y quiere conectarse. Lo que sí les garantizo es que vamos a tener mucha calidad, vamos a tener mucha experiencia y vamos literalmente a morirnos en el terreno de juego para ayudar a todas las personas que quieran llevar su negocio, su salud, su mentalidad y su economía al siguiente nivel, a que verdaderamente lo podamos lograr en periodos relativamente cortos de tiempo. Porque acuérdense una cosa muy importante. No es lo mismo decir, bueno, yo estoy ganando $10,000. ¿Y cuánto tiempo llevas? ¿10 años? Digo, $10,000 en 10 años también van a ser buenos. Pero nosotros queremos que la gente aprenda a ganar $10,000 al mes este mismo año. Que si eres nuevo y entraste en febrero, este mismo año ganes $10,000 al mes. ¿Me entienden lo que queremos hacer? Acuérdense que estamos en la industria de comprimir los tiempos. Estamos en la industria de vender productos y servicios. Estamos en la industria de construir redes de distribución. Estamos en la industria de los sueños, de trabajar en la mente, y de ayudar a la gente a ampliar su mente y ampliar su visión. Así que, pues por mi parte, y con la de Esteban, es todo. Yo quiero decirle a Jay que le agradezco enormemente Jay ha empujado muy fuerte para que esta unión pudiera ser posible, para que todo lo que van a empezar a ver a partir de ahora sea posible, estemos juntos y realmente llevemos a esta empresa y a nuestros equipos y a nuestras familias al siguiente nivel, y que realmente dejemos un legado en esta maravillosa profesión que nos ha cambiado la vida a muchos de nosotros. Y ahora queremos ayudarte a ti, que probablemente eres nuevo, que probablemente a lo mejor no habías tenido los resultados que esperabas en otros productos o en otras compañías o en otros equipos. Hoy queremos poner todo lo que sabemos, invertir tiempo, dinero y recursos para que la mayor parte de personas que estén realmente decididas a llevar su vida al siguiente nivel puedan lograrlo cuando sean parte de nuestros equipos. Queridos amigos, pues muy buenas noches, mi querido Jay. Por mi
And
parte,
one, I just want to say, like, for now, like, we're gonna send out the schedules to everyone. Lola's working on that now for both the teams to send out. But if you guys go to wellnessrev.org, the first page will have the calendar with all the Zoom links in it. So for this week and all the weeks, you guys can just go to that calendar and click on the links. I know Juan Carlos and Esteban are building a website too for U98. It's going to kind of mirror ours. But for now, you can use our website to get to any of the calls, so you don't have to like save a link. You can literally go to the website. And Justin, if you want to share that real quick and just show them how they do that
it's
and show
already
them
there,
where it's at on the
I think.
page. What's that?
It's already there. Justin just did it.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm saying just show it up on the screen so they can see how to do it, how to navigate
Ah,
it. And then also, the other thing I wanted to say is that, this is not about the four of us. I want you guys to understand this is about you guys, and we want other leaders to step forward and help us with this. Because, like Juan Carlos said, not everyone has the best answers or only answers, or
no,
people like to hear from other people. So we're looking for leaders also to help us with this and do some of these trainings with us. We cannot wait to do something with you guys that is very, very, very special. And then I don't know, Juan, if you want to take like 15 minutes and just if anybody's got any questions that they
of
want to
course,
ask to get any clear understanding why Justin is bringing up the website. If you guys have any questions, I want to make sure we don't leave any, we just, hey, come on, make this announcement, we go off. So if anybody has any questions, well, Justin, just show real quick. So you're going to go, this is the wellnessrev.org. If you go to onboarding on the top, and it's in Spanish as well. So the website's in English and Spanish. You can see up at the top, Justin, show them everything, and all of the training is going to be in Spanish. My wife has done what Carlos and the statement is going to do as well. So everything will be in Spanish, so you won't have to look in English. But if you go down to the calendar in Spanish, leave it in Spanish, Justin, because we have mostly Spanish on here. I think I can figure this part out. Go down to Calendario, and I know I messed that up. I didn't say that very well.
No,
Um,
no, don't
so
worry. Fine.
so these are if you click on these links, all those links that you will click on now after Lola updates it, you'll be able to click on it and the Zoom link's right there. So all you have to do is just go to this calendar, click on that Zoom link, and you're in the call. So it's very, very simple for you guys to get in. They're also going to be sent out in the chats. They're going to be sent out in emails, but this is an easy way to go in if you want to know how to get on the calls. We're also going to put if Juan Carlos and Esteban have any other calls that's outside of these four that we're doing together, we're going to put those on our calendar as well. So you can go into this calendar and get to their calls from this calendar as well. So everything will be very easy for you guys to use. And then I just wanted to show you one last thing. Lola, will you, Justin, will you go down to the 20-day system that we have? You might want to do it in English, right? And then you can change it to Spanish once you get there. So it's under training modules. And if you scroll down to the bottom, is that where it's at, Justin? No, I don't think so. I think it's on onboarding. Yeah, right here it is. So turn that to Spanish, Justin, for me, please.
We don't have it in Spanish yet, so it's just in English at the moment.
When is that going to be in Spanish? I thought that was done.
Don't worry. We're gonna have it. We're gonna have it very soon.
When
Yeah,
will it be done, Justin?
it should be done sometime this week.
Okay, great. So if you can see, just click on day one for me, Justin. So this is when someone starts new in the business, brand new in the business. What's the first thing that they should do before you start? There's videos in there, your 20-day launch system. All this stuff is just, they're going to go click on these things, join school. That first day, that's all they have to do. We don't want to overwhelm them. And then they're going to go into day two tomorrow, click on day two. This is what they have to do for day two. So they're going to, in 20 days, they're going to be completely onboarded into LifeWave, have every single bit of information that they need to run their successful business and know where to go to get everything. So they don't have to use you as a resource. This is their resource. All right. And we'll have this in Spanish this week. I will make sure that that happens. With the holidays, I thought it happened already, but we'll make sure it happens this week. So just go through this website. There's lots of tools on here. There's lots of videos on here for you guys. And remember, everything is in English and Spanish. So if you have an English prospect, send them over here and they have all the English assets that they need. And now any questions that you guys have. And you can put them in the chat if you're not comfortable talking, or if you're in this business, you shouldn't be shy. So happy to answer any of those questions. Juan, you can see if you see anything in Spanish.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Or unmute yourself. We're all family.
Hola,
I
hola
just
chicos. Cualquier
I just
pregunta,
wanted
adelante.
to say thank you. Gracias, Juan Carlos. Gracias, Esteban. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jime. This is amazing. This is a great tool for everybody. I think that we have been thinking different things to help everybody. We have different systems, everybody. So to have it all in one place, I think that is a good option. So thank you. Really, really appreciate your help. Y obviamente, Juan Carlos Esteban, gracias por hacer esta unión que creo que da muy gran valor a todos y creo que nos abre también una puerta muy grande para los que tenemos también personas que hablan inglés. Creo que esto es algo que estábamos brincando mucho entre lo de Jay y regresábamos a United X y tenerlo en la misma familia. Digo, ya lo éramos, pero bueno, nos hace las cosas más fáciles. Entonces, pues nada más agradecer.
Thank you, Marta. We were already the same family. Ya éramos la misma familia porque Jay es nuestro abuelito. Ahí donde lo ven,
Es lo
ahí
que le dije
donde,
a
ahí
Rubén. Digo,
donde lo ven, se ve joven por el dispositivo. Pero
es el tatarabuelo,
realmente
¿qué?
Jay ya le está pegando al 80, si no es que al 90.
Tatarabuelo.
Pero los
The
dispositivos sí
patch,
funcionan.
the device.
Sí, son los dispositivos, sí te ves más joven.
Well, and, listen, and that's a great point, Marta. Alex Palumbo is a good friend of mine, and he reaches out to me all the time if he has an English prospect that he wants me to speak to. So, like, obviously, I've worked with you too, Marta, with English prospects. So, if you guys have someone and you want me to jump on a call to help you with that, like that's what we're here for. We're all one team anyways. So like that's what we're here for. Same thing if I have someone Spanish, I'm gonna invite one of you guys to help me close that person as well. So I mean that's what Juan Carlos said is such a true thing because there's so many people in this industry that have such a large ego, and once they have a team or they have a team name, they feel like they just have to go that direction, and that's why I just love that. I think this is the first time this has ever happened in any company's history where two people get together and understand that there's power in numbers, there's power in consolidation. It's just a powerful thing because Juan Carlos and the Statement are great at things and they communicate differently than I do, and so that's why we want leaders that are going to be able to talk to everyone, like an Alex, like a Juan Carlos, like a Francisco. So we really, really appreciate you guys being so open to it and excited about it. Francisco, go ahead.
Thank you, Jay. Well, first of all, I want to thank you very much for this. I'm a good friend of Juan Carlos for about more than 10 years. I live in Guadalajara. I met you the last time you were here in the meeting,
Yes,
okay,
yeah, 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 yeah. I
with
remember you,
your
Francisco.
wife.
Yes, sir.
So thank you very much. I really appreciate what you're doing with Juan Carlos, and I really want to appreciate that. And also, I want to get your book. I look for that book that you have on your back.
Uh-huh.
Let us know how to get it, okay?
Yeah, so if you go to the Success Psyche, you can get the book on there anywhere in the world.
Excellent.
There's a Spanish version on there if you want an version, and you're in Guadalajara, right? So it's hard for me to ship it there, but it's easier for you to get it right there. They'll send it right to you. So go to the Success Psyche, thesuccesspsyche.com, and you can buy it on my website from any Walmart, Target, whatever bookstore is in your town. You can find it there and order online. But
Perfect.
thank you
And
so much for that,
The,
Francisco. I
no,
the
really
thank
link,
you very
appreciate
the
it.
much.
link, the link is in the chat.
Excellent, excellent. And I just want to ask you something that I think is important. Maybe it's already in the website, but can we get like people a lot of times ask us for, hey, I want to see the studies, I want to see all about the product, that people want, doctors and all that. So maybe you have that already in the website,
Okay,
right?
so this is the thing, Francisco. Our sites, what we did when we built it is we ran it through LifeWave compliance. We got an email from them. We are the only website in the entire company that is compliant. Our website is now, and I'm telling you, this is public knowledge. Our website is now the one that they compare everyone else's website to and have to come up to that standard. They send us an email saying you're the website that's standard. We cannot talk about that stuff on our website. We had that on our website. We can't talk about that stuff on our website because of the FDA, the FTC. So
Okay.
I wish we could, but everything we have on our website is compliant. And speaking of the Success Psyche, before I forget, I did a training platform that I paid a lot of money for, and I did videos. So you guys we put that on our website. So that's on the website as well. That's in our school system. So you can go on there and see my entire book that I did on video, but I broke everything down, and that's free for you guys. So you guys can use that resource in our school system that's there. So you guys go on there and utilize that. But we can't talk about that stuff online. And so everything you see on our website is 100% compliant, and you can share it with anybody. What I do is I also invite prospects to go to the website because there is
Okay.
stuff on there, there are videos on there, and they see it as a legitimate business. Even though it says Wellness Revolution, we're all one family. Juan Carlos and the Statement are duplicating the website so that it says U90X for the people that are on your team. So it's going to be identical to what we have. It's just going to be different branding. But any of the presentation calls that you see us do, it's going to say Wellness Revolution and U90X. Everything is double branded so that everyone on the teams, when they come in and you're U90X and you're recruiting into U90X, they see your brand and your team name still there. So it's not, we have the unity there where we're not dividing, we're coming together as one team. But
Exactly.
great,
Well,
great question, Francisco.
thank you very much. And Juan Carlos, muchísimas gracias. Gracias de verdad. Juan Carlos, Esteban, yo sé que esto es un trabajo muy fuerte. Tenemos oro molido en las manos, equipo. Me dan ganas de gritar de la emoción de lo que tenemos aquí. La verdad estoy muy contento. Este año va a ser el año de nosotros. Así que bendiciones para todos. Feliz año. Gracias, Juan Carlos, Esteban. Gracias, Jay. Gracias a todo el equipo. Un abrazo. Bendiciones.
Gracias a ti, mi querido Frank. Te mando un fuerte abrazo, querido
And,
amigo.
and, And I just want to say this one thing, you guys. Francisco, I know you can speak English. You speak very, very good English, by the way. Thank you.
Thanks.
But
Thank you.
anybody in the future, if I'm doing a training call or we're doing Q&A, you can speak Spanish to me because I have an excellent interpreter that I can understand everything you're saying. So if you're afraid to speak because you can't speak English, that's why we have an interpreter. So you can speak in Spanish to me, and I'm going to communicate with you like I know Spanish. So I just want you guys to know that in the future. Tell your team that in the future. You don't have to feel like you got to speak English to me because I speak English. That's why we have an interpreter. So, but Francisco, your English is really, really good. Perfect English. By the way, you should be double marketing your business in English and in Spanish,
Thank you
Totalmente.
very
because
much. Thank
you
you.
have a
Gracias.
massive asset there, my friend.
Gracias. Gracias.
Malu.
Hi. Well, more than a question, I just want to thank you, Juan Carlos and Jay, because, well, for being so approachable, Jay, uh, because not everyone is, even though they pretend to be. And also, I lost my train of thought. Oh my God, why did I lose? I lost my train of thought.
That's okay. It happens to all of us. Don't worry.
I had something to say, that's why
I
I
used to
waited.
lose my train of thought all the time before the device. All the time. Like my wife was like,
At 90
I would
years
forget where
old, of
everything
See?
is.
course.
So don't
Oh,
worry.
That's
Don't
because of
worry.
your
We
90
got
years
you.
old.
yes, okay, I remembered.
Okay,
So
good.
I just want to make sure. So I follow this, right? Because I'm becoming dizzy from so much information.
Yes,
I don't know
it's gonna be this
who.
one system. It's gonna be this one system, Malu. One
Okay,
system. It's gonna be one system that we're all gonna follow.
Yeah, and that was the point of this. We wanted to have one simple system to follow to make it easy, that it's duplicatable, that you could bring people into this system and they can have success quickly. That's why, again, I'm going to do a training this week on the 2-10-1, and the 52, the game of 52, right? And that's getting 26 people left, 26 people right within a year. And if you do that and you help at least half those people get there, your income will be $4,000 to $6,000 a week, in a year, right? So that's $24,000 a month. That's over, what, $240,000. No, 46,000 is 12,000, which is 12,000, $144,000 a year in your first year. And we can make that happen if we use this system. But again, it's all about the discipline of talking to two people a day. That's the key. And I'm going to teach you guys how to talk to those people, how to get into those conversations with people and not do it from a sales approach, but do it from a share approach and doing it from approach to leaving people with themselves, not leaving them with you. Right. And that's what we have to do in this business, because people can sniff a salesperson a mile away. And we need to make sure we can get into the conversation deep enough that we could share how excited we are about what this device has done for our lives and what it's doing for other people.
okay. Thank you. The
You're
first time
welcome.
I heard you on an interview, I really liked your style and the information you had to say. So I'm so stoked that you're
Thank you,
here.
Malo. Thank you. We look forward to working with you.
Por eso te lo contratamos para que viniera a ayudarnos. Lo queremos, este muchacho. Yo siempre les dije, nosotros vamos a traerles lo mejor de lo mejor de lo mejor del mundo. Y aquí lo tenemos. Poquito viejito, 90 años, pero parece de 50.
We'll have to share the story in the gym when we first met the first time in person, Juan.
Ah, you
That's
can
a
do
funny
that.
story.
Well, you can do that anytime.
Anybody else? Don't be shy, you guys. We have a few minutes. Let's connect. If you guys have any questions, do not be shy.
Nadie más tiene preguntas, comentarios, confeti que quieran aventar, estrellas, aplausos, canciones.
Em, pero
Norma.
bueno, acá
Norma is one of the
Marco,
most consistent people I know showing up to calls. Go ahead, Norma.
Um, Hello, everyone. Saludos desde California. So you mentioned that there's some things that are not on the website because you are compliant. So I asked in the chat, can we still share the doctor's panel from the This Is It info website?
Um, so I don't know how to answer that question. All I know is, um, Justin, I'm not sure if you can articulate this better than me when we ask that question. This is putting you on the spot, I know, but
I believe that there will be new videos that will come out from corporate that will be able to be used that will probably be a little bit more efficient and more effective in what you're trying to communicate in the future. They're getting ready to put that all together to launch that, I would say, in the next month or so, like maybe end of Q1. So I would probably wait to utilize their videos that and documentation that's put out as opposed to getting it from any other site.
very politically correct,
Thank
Justin. Thank
you.
you.
Marcos Granados, habías tomado la palabra, mi querido amigo.
Sí, gracias Juan Carlos, qué placer poder compartir aquí con Jay. Gracias por presentarnos a esta persona tan magnífica en materia de entrenamiento. Es muy bueno el tema de tener el programa unificado. Una pregunta para Jay, ¿cuándo tenemos el cronograma para, de alguna forma, primero, explicarle a la gente los objetivos que va a tener, lo que vamos a realizar y el cronograma de los temas para que si los equipos tienen algunos temas que van a reforzar durante el principio de año, de alguna forma les digamos a ellos que tenemos estos temas que vamos a reforzar con ellos a través de esta colaboración?
You know what? That's a great question, Marcus. You know, we're going to start off with our launch system and our our 8 step and our 20 day. But I think what everyone on this call needs to hear is we would love suggestions on things that you want to hear about and you want to learn about so that we can build our training week to week around you and our team. So we're going to have ideas and there's a lot of things we could train on. But if you guys ever have any ideas or things that you want to hear more about or learn more about, like I would tell you, like at the end of the year with my team, I started doing testimonial calls, but I didn't do testimonials for people to share testimonials to hear. I wanted them to share their testimonials so I could hear how they're sharing it with prospects, so that I could coach them on how they should share their testimonial versus how they're sharing it now, right? So people would come on, this is my testimonial, and I'm like, is that what you share with people? And what happened through that process is a lot of people are sharing their testimonial that has nothing to do with what the majority of the population is dealing with. And so that person that you're sharing your testimonial with, it's like, great, I don't have a concussion. What else does it do? Right? So that's the type of things that we work on. But if you guys have any ideas, you're like, hey, I'd love to learn about this, or I'm having a hard time with this conversation, or I'm having a hard time overcoming this objection, or I'm having a hard time even getting into the conversation, or I don't understand the compensation plan, like put that in the chats, right? And I'm gonna give you if Lola, Justin, would you put you and Lola's and Evelyn's WhatsApp in the chat? And I'm happy if you guys want to share it with my team, and then you can share it with the statement, and we can get together when we meet every week and talk about what we're going to train on. Because if we're getting the same thing for people, we want to make sure that we're giving you guys what you need instead of trying to guess. It would be better to have feedback from you guys on what's going to work or what's not working in your business so that we can help you where you need help. Does that make sense, Juan, to you? Are you good with that?
100%. 100%. I
Ye-
mean, anyway, we're gonna have some materials that we know that everybody needs to know in terms of mindset, in terms of everything that people need to know about this amazing profession, which is network marketing, everything about prospecting, follow up. I mean, many things that we know that are absolutely needed as you're building a professional career. But of course, we're always open to know to listen to you and to hear what you need,
Yeah.
and we can create custom made special things for this team, for this movement, for this product, for this technology. Uh, we're gonna be doing that along the way for you guys.
And we're also going to do role plays with you guys, where you guys can role play with us what you're saying to people. Because listen, this business is not rocket science. The hardest part of this business is having an effective conversation, right? Getting into the conversation, getting into it so that you can at least talk about the opportunity and understanding that 9 out of 10 are going to say no. And you got to be okay with that, right? It's a hard thing to become okay with 9 people telling you no, but what you got to celebrate is the one win every week. That's a win. And then the 9 is like, you know what? It's not right now. And I used to tell people this in the sales industry all the time. I have my close rate, you guys, is 100% because at some point you're going to become either a client or a brand partner in this business. It might not be today because I'm not going to stop calling you until you become a customer. So in my head, psychologically, I have 100% close rate. And if you, when they say no to you, just understanding it's like, that's cool. It's not right now. They don't get it. You know, maybe they're going through a divorce. Maybe they're going through a health issue. Maybe they're going through an issue with their kids and they just can't hear it right now. It's just not something that they even have a bandwidth for. And that's okay. I'm going to come back to you, but we're going to teach you how to follow up because following up and the first part of the conversation is trying to sell the device to them is the wrong way to go about it. Following up with them and finding out what's going on in their life, following up to the last conversation that you had, and then them saying, hey, by the way, how's that device business, that stem cell patch that you have? How's that going? And having the excitement in your voice and being, oh my God, I'm not sure what I told you 3 months ago, but it's way better than I even told you 3 months ago. I didn't even know how to talk about it back then, but now this thing has changed my life. And this is the hook I tell everyone. Every single person I talk to, add this hook to your conversation in the first part. This device has changed my life more than anything that I've ever done before. And when you say that to someone, they're like, what? They're in. They're like, okay, this has changed your life more than anything else has ever changed your life before. They're listening. Now I have you. And then I start going into what it's done for me. But this is not a training call. I'm going to do that this week. So we'll talk about it this week. But Marco, did you have a question still? You had your hand up, I think.
Ah, sí, te iba a preguntar que si no te parece a ti que pudiéramos hacer un time form con los temas que ustedes pueden proporcionarnos, porque lógicamente, pues yo podría decir automatización de WhatsApp, por ejemplo, ¿verdad? O un tema específico. Y así, de alguna forma, ustedes van viendo cómo todos los líderes que están entrando en ese time form, en ese link o formulario genérico, escojan los temas que ocupamos reforzar para agruparlos después y que ustedes ya ahora sí hagan una propuesta de un cronograma. ¿Qué les parece?
I'm not sure I understand exactly, Juan. Maybe the translation. Do you understand?
Tú mándame exactamente lo que necesitas, Marcos, y nosotros o sea, nosotros vemos cómo nos organizamos para poderlo amarrar
Sí,
lo que tú quieres.
sí, claro que sí. Es un formulario básico, ¿verdad? De los temas que hay disponibles para escogerlos, para poder escoger qué reforzar y así que se adapte más la necesidad con la oferta de lo que podemos aprender. Eso es básicamente. Gracias. Eso
No
era.
te preocupes, lo haremos. Ahorita, como les dijo Jay, vamos a arrancar con con los 8 pasos para lanzar, con una serie de cosas que queremos que la gente aprenda de inicio. Con eso vamos a arrancar y ustedes van a ir viendo que cada semana las cosas se irán poniendo cada vez más robustas, más completas, etcétera, etcétera. Ahora es la primera semana del año y lo que queríamos era arrancar con todos, anunciando esta maravillosa unión y lanzando un sistema unificado y poniéndonos a trabajar desde ya. Pero todo esto va a ir mejorando e iremos complementando e incluyendo muchas cosas diferentes que le aporten valor a todos los miembros de nuestros equipos desde muchas diferentes áreas. ¿Ok?
It's going to, there's a question in the chat says, when is it going to begin? Tomorrow. Tomorrow, Juan Carlos is doing the opportunity call. I'm probably going to do a training call on Thursday with the system at noon. And then I believe that maybe a statement is going to do the testimonials and Q&A on Wednesday. So Monday, 6 o'clock, Tuesday, 7 o'clock, Wednesday, 7 and 8, and then Thursday noon. And again, it'll be on the website, and we're going to send it out to all the chats. So Lola is going to work on that for Juan Carlos and the statement to send out to your guys' chats, and then also you can go to our website and get it there as well. But it starts now. We're not wasting any more time. We're beginning the year as one team, and we're starting to go right now. And like Juan Carlos said, it's not going to be perfect. and we're going to make it better every single week. We're going to improve it every single week. We have a beautiful presentation that Juan Carlos has been working on for a couple months that you guys are going to love. So we're going to do that tomorrow night for the first night. Some beautiful slides, something that's very appealing to the eye. I think you guys are going to love that. And then again, we're just going to start this week and we're off. We're starting 2026, wasting no more time. This was the intent, is to start this the first week of the year. Go ahead, Malu.
Question. If we go into the calendar on your site, is that time, does it convert to my zone or is it a specific time that you have there?
Justin.
It should convert to your time and how you have it set up for your where your time zone is.
So even if I go into the website, it'll show my time zone?
Correct. It's a live calendar, so it should
Okay.
automatically show it to you in your, if as long as you have it set up in your settings, I believe, then you should be able to automatically convert to your time zone.
Your computer
Okay.
time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just one quick, una pregunta rapidita, Juan Carlos. ¿Vamos a unificar sitio web? O sea, ¿va a ser uno solo para todos o va a haber dos sitios? ¿O cómo nos vamos a manejar en el sitio web para saber más o menos?
Me parece que vamos a tener uno prácticamente igual, pero los contenidos van a ser iguales.
Ok,
O sea, los contenidos van a ser iguales. Uno va a tener el branding de Wellness Revolution, el otro va a tener el branding de UnityX, pero los contenidos y los sistemas van a ser prácticamente iguales. Habrá, sí es importante que les diga que habrá ciertas cosas que probablemente nosotros tengamos que tropicalizar para el mercado latino. Hay cosas que probablemente no se traducen exactamente igual, pero en general prácticamente vamos a hacer el mismo sistema. O sea, vamos a hacer exactamente lo mismo en los dos equipos.
extraordinario. Muchas gracias.
¿Ok?
Yeah, and I think the same web designer that did ours, I think they're going to work with her to design their website.
Yeah,
So,
very
and
probably.
yeah. All right, guys. Well, what an amazing night. I'm so excited to work with you guys. And I'm more excited to meet you guys in the future. Like I met Francisco and Guadalajara. Like, just make sure if there's any other event, like, do me a favor. Like Malu said, I'm very approachable. Come up. My wife and I are together all the time. Come speak to us. Come say hello. And don't ever be afraid. When we say we want questions on these calls, don't be shy. There's no stupid question. I promise you, if you're thinking it, someone else is thinking it, and you're going to help someone by asking that question. So always when we have a Q&A session on Wednesdays, bring your questions and get those questions answered so that we can, I mean, think about them, write them down. The best device you have in your hands is this phone. Whenever I need to remember something, I go to my calendar, I write the question on my calendar on that time that event's going to happen. So because, just like Malu lost her train of thought, like we all do, what happens is when Wednesday comes around, you're like, God, what was that question I was going to ask? I can't remember. Crap, I want to remember that question. Just go on your phone and you press the button on the side. Most people have a phone where you can press the button on the side and tell the device to add something to your calendar and what the question is without even typing, right? I could go tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Can you put a question on my calendar to ask Malu about the X39 and the X49 patch, please? And when I release it, it's on my calendar tomorrow. You can see right there the question that I need to ask Malu. It took me 2 seconds to do that. I don't have to type, I don't have to write. So use the technology that you have in your hands. On our website, we also have a recording of technology, how to use ChatGPT, how to use iDecide, how to use all these apps in your business to make your business better. So there's lots and lots of tools, you guys. We just got to utilize them. So thank you guys so much. Juan Carlos, Stamen, Kyle, if you guys watch this recording later, I'm so excited and so stoked to do something that's never been done and impact so many people's lives. And we all have a lottery ticket in our hands. We all determine how much that lottery ticket's worth every day that we wake up and we decide we're going to work in the business or not. So have a great night, you guys, and we'll talk to you guys all this week. Good night.